What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Quest X coming back at you once again, and this will be my prediction video. Just my thoughts and breakdown of the fight between Robert Easter Jr. versus my guy Mikey Garcia. Now, I want people to understand that I have nothing against Robert Easter Jr. I actually root for him. I've seen many of his videos, many of his interviews. I think he's a really chill kid. I wish nothing but the best for him moving forward. I just think that this is a little bit too much for Robert Easter Jr. And Mikey Garcia. I went back and I wanted to just evaluate a few fights of Robert Easter Jr. Just to see what his tendencies were, what he worked on, any areas of the game that he's gotten better, or has he regressed in certain areas. Same for Mikey Garcia, so I don't want Easter Jr. fans to think that I'm just crapping on Easter Jr. But here's what the positives I think that Robert Easter Jr. has in his favor. I think Robert Easter Jr. has decent, very good power. He has a very good jab, a very good left jab, excellent straight right hand. I think his height can benefit him very, very well. And I'm going to talk about his height in relation to why I think this fight with Mikey Garcia is going to be a little too much for him. So here are a little bit of the negatives when it comes to Robert Easter Jr. And it's something that I watched and I noticed while watching a lot of his fights prior. Easter tends to fall into punches. He'll throw punches and then immediately look to fall in to his opponent. He doesn't have very good defense. His head doesn't move. He keeps his hands up, but he's clearly open for straight punches down the middle or uppercuts. He does almost the same knock on my man Miguel Cotto. If you could throw a shot up the middle or an uppercut, he was open for him all day. And also, Easter tends to, now this is in relation to his height, he tends not to use it. He tends to sit and instead of using his height with that brilliant jab that he has in the right hand and being able to keep the smaller opponents off balance by throwing combinations, stepping to the side, constantly working, he tends to just throw shots and then immediately fall right in. And you can't do that with an experienced fighter like Mikey Garcia, because Garcia is just going to take a step back and he's going to wait for you to be out of position, and he's going to shoot punches over the top. And you can't do that. Now, what I think his keys to beating Mikey Garcia are, he needs to be first. He needs to be first. He has to make Mikey Garcia's flaw, and something that I noticed that he does, he waits till everything is right and then he throws his combinations because he never wants to be out of position. So the way that you fight an intelligent fighter like that is you have to constantly make them set, constantly make them have to position themselves in the right spot so that they can shoot their offense. Because if you let Mikey slow the tempo down and he's able to shoot combinations when he's ready, you're going to be in a world of hurt, okay? Because once he's able to break your rhythm, he's going to start to break you down. That's just, it is, I mean, I'm not trying to sit here and say that Mikey Garcia is this perfect fighter, because he's not. You know, one of the other faults with Mikey Garcia is he squares the hell up when he's on the ropes. I don't like that he squares up. I don't like that he waits till the moment is perfect to shoot shots. I feel he should be. I know he's saying he's promising in more recent fights to throw body shots. I think he should throw more body shots, especially against a taller man like Robert Easter. That's the keys to his victory tonight, which is he needs to throw body shots. He needs to throw multiple combinations. Easter doesn't move his head, like I said. And also, Easter elects to trade. And when he's in trading combinations, Easter has zero defense. He is completely wide open for a hook or a counter right. And it happens almost every one of his fights I've watched. And also too, what Mikey has to do is use his footwork and his excellent footwork and positioning, because Robert Easter does not cut the ring off. Robert Easter follows his opponents around the ring. I love, again, like I said, I'm not trying to take a crap on Easter Jr. I'm just saying that I've noticed that Easter has some flaws. And hey, who knows? Maybe he's worked on them and gotten better. But, you know, overall, my thought process as I'm watching all these other fights is that Robert Easter has to not follow Garcia. He has to cut the ring off, okay? He has to throw a jab, throw a left jab, you know, try to hook off the jab, try to go to the body, go back upstairs, throw a straight right. Keep Garcia guessing as to where the shots are coming, and he has to control the pace. If he does not control the pace and Garcia is able to dull his volume down, and where it gets to the point where he's following him, and I will keep saying it, Easter falls into punches. He throws them, he'll throw a combination, and then immediately put his hands up like on earmuffs, and he falls into his opponent. You cannot do that with Garcia. Garcia's going to be waiting for that. He's just going to step around you and rip something to the body to keep your elbows down and try to come over the top with a right hand. You cannot do that, Easter. You got to remain focused. So, you know, I say all of this overall. I think that Garcia just needs to be Garcia and not square up. You cannot square up with Robert Easter Garcia. This isn't Broner. This isn't Lipinets. Do not square up, okay? You need to remain vigilant because Easter has power. He's got length. And if he uses it tonight, you're going to have to use every bit of your IQ to pull out the victory. So overall, my thoughts right now, because Mikey's my guy, I'm riding with Mikey Garcia. Win, lose, or draw. But I believe he will be victorious. I actually think he's going to hurt Robert Easter with something that Easter doesn't see coming. I do see Easter putting up a valiant fight. I do not see Easter laying down for nobody. And I just think that overall it's going to be one of those fights where it'll be Mikey Garcia by unanimous decision, because I just think it's a little too much. I tried to go back and look at fighters that were Easter Jr.'s height, fighters that were shorter than him. In every one of the fights, he goes back to what he knows, and that is he wants to mix it up, bang with them in exchanges, and he constantly leans in and falls into punches. And also, too, Robert Easter, when you come forward on him, he tends to not be able to fight going backwards. He just, like I said, he gets the earmuffs defensive guard, and he literally can be walked back. Okay, I don't want to see any of the Philly shell type of style defense, Robert Easter, not with Garcia, because that's not going to work. He's not going to waste punches on shots where he can't hit you. So you can't use that defense. Just remain defensively responsible, and we're going to be in for a good fight. I wish nothing but the best for both of these guys. So QuestX's prediction is, I think Mikey Garcia wins by unanimous decision. It's your boy QuestX. I'm out. Peace.